As a matter of fact, Bret Gogoel is going to be joining us in a second because Bret's got a little announcement to make himself. We told you Andrea and Jane are going to be splitting that seat that Andrea's sitting in. Each week, you'll get a little bit of Andrea and a little bit of Jane, which is great for me. And glad to be here, Andrea. So we'll talk to Bret about the new show he's hosting. Shows, I should say. Block.
I'm excited.
On Monday, but the coach is here. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Cochran.
You know, Coach, every Thursday we have on young David Klaus, the 12-year-old.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He does a good job.
Do you like the picks he makes and stuff?
I love what he does. I'm really proud of that kid.
Do you think that he should be doing my show?
No. Well, who would I have to yell at?
Well, okay. But you like him. You're not so crazy about me.
No, I got nothing to do. Listen, I don't want to call you an idiot, but what's my opinion compared to what everybody else in the world says?
Jeez. It's interesting, Coach. You almost pulled a muscle just trying to insult me there.
What are you talking about? I pulled a muscle when I tried to walk in here.
Right. It took you a while, but you know what? You're not a kid anymore, so I understand.
I was just looking. They did a study. It turns out your voice causes seizures.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, I just found that out, Cochran.
I didn't know that.
I did.
Well, I'm sorry.
Like a side effect almost.
Yeah, it really is. Ask your doctor. So, Coach, the Bears are an embarrassment. What do we do about this?
I haven't the faintest idea. They're horrible. They got a new name, the Chicago Bears, a resemblance to dog crap.
That's not. That's not.
Yeah,
It's
who's their head coach, Matty? All I hear are booze.
That's not his name.
And not the good kind of booze.
You know, Cochran, I just found this out. Their quarterback coach, his name is Andy Janakis.
It is?
Yeah, and I looked it up. It's Polish. Janakis means one who sucks at football. Who knew?
Well, that's unfortunate.
We shouldn't be surprised.
I guess not, no.
Can I ask the coach? So the Tribune gave every part of the Bears, special teams, defense, offense, all straight Fs.
Yeah.
Straight Fs. You agree with that assessment?
No, I would have gone lower, like an S, maybe a W. You got 26 choices. You might as well go all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
They all got Z's in my book.
If you could make one change, what would you make?
I would move.
All right. That probably seems right. Yeah, that seems right.
I think the White Sox are scoring more than the Bears right now.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing.
That's pretty sad.
True.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're here, Coach. Could you maybe stick around for a while?
Yeah, whatever you want from me, Cochran.
Yeah,
I mean, you're interesting. You're like a documentary on dust.
Wow. We can check back in with him later.
Actually, Dust is a little interesting.
Maybe we can get you a hot cocoa or something. What do you enjoy?
I don't drink cocoa.
Black coffee?
What?
All right. Joining us now at 7:24, the host of a brand new block of programming every afternoon on WLS starting on Monday. It's Bret Gogoel. Good morning, Bret.
Good morning. How am I supposed to follow the coach on that?
Yeah, it's not fair.
They're going to rework that team name. I don't think it's going to fit on the graphic on
It's going to
TV.
be tough. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, so here's the deal. Every weekday starting at 3 o'clock when the markets close, what happens?
So now listeners will have two new shows coming up from 3 to 4 p.m. You can hear me hosting The Closing Bell, all your business news of the day, futures, local business highlights, all that good stuff. And then from 4 to 5 p.m., another brand new show, PM Chicago. Basically, a no-nonsense, what you need to know around the city. I'll be hosting that as well. Both shows, contributions from the entire newsroom, Nick Gale, Kim Gordon, Annie Krall, everybody. And it's going to be just straightforward news you need to know.
Guests?
No spin. Plenty of guests that'll be lined up, both business in the business hour.
Going to have the coach on?
I'd love to have the coach on. We're going to need some Bears previews and grades.
Oh, there you go.
Who is this guy?
So
This is awesome, honestly, because we need something like this in this city. I'm a news junkie, so I want to hear what's happening, at the end of the day,
in a
too. 'Cause
targeted
most
block.
of,
Yeah.
Most of the news happens, the press conferences, city council meetings, everything happens in the morning, so I'll tune you on to get all the news in the afternoon.
Yeah, when you have those meetings happening at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
and you don't hear anything through them, we have some national programming that comes through, so to be able to get all your news in 1 hour at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Chicago. And obviously, everybody's thinking about their wallets all the time. So the closing bell, you'll get immediate reaction from the market. and, experts there as well. What's happening with gas, what's happening with tech, what's happening with health.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a great thing to look at going forward and give people an opportunity to listen to something without having to be really mad or think that somebody's trying to spin something to make them feel a way that they don't have to feel.
Right. I love this.
Your
We need
401k
this.
day, right there at 3 o'clock. You can tell you how your 401k is doing.
I know a lot of people wouldn't feel too great about that. It's the last couple of years.
But that's what I'm saying. You can look at it. You're going to know. You're listening to you. You're going to know how to go today. How to go in the market today.
Just the first segment. How's your 401k today?
Yeah, right.
And you bring up a great point too. Most of the news happens, we all know in news press conferences are what, Nick, 10 and 2 usually.
Yep.
So by the time everything happens, you'll be breaking it down.
And it gives us more of an opportunity to dive into it. Obviously, Kim does a great job at the top and bottom of the hour when she's on starting at 2 o'clock, but you don't get to go into a deep dive into what's actually happening. And sometimes when you do, you either are stuck in what has to be a controversial opinion, or I got to fill in a couple weeks ago, and that was more of a traditional show. Like you guys have a lot more fun here than we did in the afternoons. But it's not going to be me sitting there and ranting on my thoughts and opinions by myself for 8 minutes at a time.
You're presenting the facts as they occur.
That's what I want. That's exactly what I want as a listener.
It's like finding a needle in a haystack now. Facts.
That's just what I was thinking about. It's being able to present the news factually and straightforward. It's not hard to do. It's hard to choose to do it that way.
Yeah.
And so I want to choose to do it that way.
That's good.
And I think
That's good.
being able to present it to you, the listeners, in a way that you can process it how you want and not through my lens is going to be really beneficial for everyone.
Now, you and I played a little golf, but we don't know each other that well. But I hope you're smart enough to listen to Nick Gale, or as I like to call him, the old guy.
Huh. He stops in every day before he leaves and gives me a bit of advice. And, this made me into the broadcaster I am today.
Yoda Gale can help guide you through this as you get your feet wet doing the show.
I don't see why not. I know I'm going to be seeing him every day, and he's also going to be contributing to the shows at least 2 times a week, from my understanding.
Well, if he chooses to, honestly, at that hour of the day, we're all punchy.
AI's far enough along. We can just get a fake Nick Gale in there, and
that's what I've been saying for a year now.
Can I just say though, in all seriousness, I've worked in several newsrooms in this town, which have been wonderful. But you guys are second to none. You have an amazing team, Nick. You, Bret, of course, Kim Gordon, one of the best anchors in the city.
Kim's great.
Small but mighty.
Yeah, and Kim,
very solid
Kim is
news staff.
And if we could just get Kim to stop saying, "Look at me, look how talented I am, look at me."
Never.
Well, she's probably suffering today because
she's
she's a Packers fan and was at the game yesterday.
She's the best,
and
except for that.
She is the least attention-driven person.
Oh, completely.
I've ever seen. I never understood what her interest level was in being on the air, because she has no ego.
None.
Right.
She does a great
Straightforward
job.
news. She's
Hey, listen,
awesome.
could you go back? You were talking about wallets. So is you like the Amazon?
We will talk about Amazon, yes, not the rainforest Amazon though.
Coach, doze off again for a second. We're almost done.
You'll talk sports though, right?
We will talk sports every
Get the
day.
coach's input.
We'll go through either highlights of the day, let you know what you need to know. So if you're a Cubs fan, we'll try to guide you through your suffering a little bit. Same as a Bears fan and White Sox fans and Bulls fan. Okay, it's just a really bad time for Chicago sports.
Right.
Yeah.
So the
Connor
sky,
Bedard
oh,
looked
wait.
good though, so that matters.
Yeah, the fire.
We got Messi coming into town.
Yeah, Messi's coming to town. Yeah, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact, Monday is Messi Monday. We got tickets to give away to that.
Is that because Messi's in town, or are you just going to mess your hair up a little bit?
Well,
Oh, and the Illini
won't take
too.
long.
And the
They're
Illini,
turning
yes.
things around too.
So I'm excited about this for you, but also for the listeners. So don't screw it up.
Thank you again. Yeah, closing bell 3 to 4 p.m. and then immediately following PM Chicago 4 to 5 p.m. Hope you guys tune in and give it a chance.
Sure.
I think it's going to be great.
You sound great, Bret.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice job,
It'd be a
dude.
great show.
And Coach, do you want to wish him well?
Yeah, good luck. Are you going to have Cochran on your show?
Probably not.
I'll listen.
We'll think about it.
I'll tune in if you ain't going to have him on.
Can I have you and Cochran debate on the show?
No.
Okay.
He pushed it a little farther, didn't he, Coach?
Yeah, I liked the kid until now.
That's what most people say.
Monday, 3 o'clock, the closing bell, 4 o'clock, PM Chicago, when you will get a wrap of the news of the day to that point.